Hi, pretty black girl. So, I wanted to speak about tapping into your black girl privilege. And I know I'm not on camera, but I'm gonna have more videos where I'm not gonna be on camera because I want to show the different types of beauties, the different types of black beauties that there are. And I think that that is also important, but I'm definitely gonna be on camera. Don't worry about that. But I wanted to speak about tapping into your black girl privilege. Yes, I know being black and being privileged is absolutely possible. I think that being a black woman, there are so many privileges, and I think black people can be privileged. Yes, I am absolutely certain of that fact that black and privilege, those both terms can exist and coexist. So I think one of the first black girl privileges is, well, not first, I don't have a particular order of the black girl privileges that there are. I'm just naming a bunch of privileges and they don't have no ranking. But I think one of the very most obvious ones is our skin tones. I think black women have very beautiful, rich, melanated skin, and it looks so effortlessly beautiful and also very elegant in my opinion, especially when you go like with deeper darker tones. It has this like sort of elegance to it, and very demure looking, very beautiful, very magnificent. I have all these beautiful words to describe it because that's truly what I can only describe it with, because I think black women have such beautiful skin, and I'm really proud to be a black woman, and I'm happy when I get to see other black women and how radiant their skin is. Especially in the summer, I notice that there's this very beautiful glow that we get, and it's almost um, really hard to describe how beautiful that glow is and just how radiant your skin looks like in the sun. And I would say to tap into your black girl privilege when it comes to your skin tone by really taking care of your skin and moisturizing it very well, especially in the winter time. If you live in a colder climate, it is, the weather is not your best friend, especially because naturally um, we don't come from those countries from colder climates. Um, in our DNA, it doesn't really say cold, it says more warm. So that's why our skin gets a little bit more dull in the winter. So definitely try to take care of your skin a lot, because I think, I don't know, it's just this very beautiful glow that you can get very effortlessly without even trying so much by properly moisturizing your skin. But I think moisture is not something unknown when it comes to black women. We definitely know how to moisturize. But it's just a reminder, to take care of your skin, especially in the winter, do your skincare and take care of your health. I think especially when it comes to having glowy skin, it starts from within. Everything starts from within. For some people, it doesn't really matter, but I think for most of us, when you eat healthy, you definitely notice that in your skin, especially for me personally. So take care of your skin, take care of your health, because then you're going to see that and it will reflect on your skin. I think another black girl privilege to tap in on is trying different hairstyles. And I know some girls, some of us, we like to keep the same hairstyle, which is fine. But I'm speaking to the other girls that like to switch up their hair. I love to switch up my hairstyles. I think it's just a way of expressing my um, creativity, and it makes me feel really good when I can look different, because I tend to feel bored when I just stick to one hairstyle. So switching up my hairstyle can switch up my look, I think, as well. And it just looks really beautiful. It's fun to play around with hair and different hairstyles. So that's definitely a black girl privilege to tap into, especially because we have so many ways to express our hair. You can wear an afro one day, and then the other day you can decide to randomly just wear braids, and then the other day you decide to, I don't know, wear a wig, whatever it is that makes you feel beautiful. Try to like switch up your hairstyle, because I think it also really makes people somewhat flabbergasted that they can see you in different hairstyles. They're like, wow, this she has a new hairstyle. Next month she looks like something else, and next month she looks like, it's really fun. Play around with it and use your privileges, because we get to get away with it, for lack of better words. When we wear braids, no one comes for us, and rightfully so, because it is part of our culture. and I think it looks very beautiful. I think another black girl privilege you should absolutely tap into is your fitness. Take your fitness seriously. And I say this because I've noticed that when consistent with my fitness, I not only feel more energized, but I tend to see results quicker and faster. I think there's something about the black gene and us seeing results way quicker than our other peers. I don't know what it is. We're lucky with that, but you should use that privilege to your advantage because some people really have to do a lot to like get, muscle gain and to look defined. But I notice with black people, it's very effortless. You don't have to do a lot. Even if you like skip a couple of workouts, you still look very toned and you don't have to do a lot to look physically fit, especially if you just eat properly. You should definitely, absolutely tap into that privilege of just doing what you have to do, exercising and eating the right foods because your body gonna be tea, not even tea, but coffee. I've just noticed that a lot personally when I just am consistent with my workouts and do what I have to do. I don't know, there's just something about black women and our genes, and it's just a privilege that you have to tap into and use that privilege to your advantage because I think we tend to forget how privileged we are as people, and I'm just speaking of people in general. We forget how privileged we are, but I think also as black women, you're expected to not feel a sense of privilege, but that, that you're underprivileged and that we're the bottom of the barrel when that is not the case at all. I mean, if you look at your whole DNA and your ancestry, that to me screams privilege and good genes. That's funny. But I just think that you should tap into your privileges as much as you can. Because in a world where people, you know, have more privileges than others, and people are trying to convince you that you have no privilege, don't listen to them. Tap into your privileges, work out, take care of your skin, do your hair, and also I think tap into your culture a lot more. Your cultural background is also a privilege of yours, even though people try to make it seem like some cultures are less privileged than others, which is factual to some degree, but I do think that we as Black people have such a diverse culture, and I would argue that it's only just privilege because it is so rich and beautiful. And when you look at our different types of cuisines, music, and the way we dance and the way we express ourselves, it is so beautiful that you cannot say otherwise than to acknowledge it as a privilege. It is a privilege to be a Black person. And I am telling you right now, other people are trying to make it seem that it's not, but I'm telling you that it is a privilege. And if it weren't a privilege, why is it that so many people are trying to emulate our culture, emulate the way that we look like, the way that we dress, the way that we talk, the way that we speak, the way that we express our hairstyles? So many people are trying to tap into that privilege, but you naturally have that privilege. You grew up with people that taught you that privilege, centuries of people that passed on those privileges to you. But if only you would realize that you're so privileged. Oh, it is so beautiful to be a Black woman, and we have such rich history and rich culture, and our ancestors are so beautiful, and just the way we express ourselves. I think I'm just really proud to be a Black woman, and I I feel like I have a job. I am obligated to spread the word of awareness to other fellow Black women, women that look like me, and remind them of their worth and of their ancestry, of their roots, and that they can use their privileges to their advantage, and that we live in a world where, things are hard, but it is good to look at the positive light and to look at the brighter side of things because things are more beautiful than we realize. Sometimes you think that, I'm not privileged, but you are privileged. If you count the amount of privileges that you have, you'll realize how privileged you are. So I would say, tapping into your skin and really taking care of your skin because it is beautiful. I'm just giving a reminder because of the cold times that there are right now. Also, switching up your hairstyles is really something important, I think, personally, because I really like switching up my hairstyles and just being creative with it and expressing the way I switch up my hairstyles, your skin, your hair, your beauty. Take care of yourself and make sure that you always, try to eat as healthy as you can so that you can stay fit. Make sure to tap into your fitness because I think, really, as I've mentioned prior, when you tap into your fitness as a Black woman, I don't know what it is. Genetically, we just have so much more gains. And I mean, that's why we literally are such huge winners when it comes to the sport field, if you look at it. But tap into those things, tap into your Black girl privilege. We have so many of them, and I'm sure there's a longer list of how many privileges we are if I really go into detail, but I'm just talking about the bigger picture and things that you can easily work on. I might make another video on being more detailed, but I'm just kind of giving the whole picture. Yeah, tap into your privileges and be proud of who you are. Be proud of your heritage. Be proud of what you look like because you are beautiful and you have beautiful history, beautiful great grandparents, beautiful parents, beautiful everything. Be proud of who you are. That's all I wanted to say for today. Stay beautiful.